Well, this is just a endless cycle. Nobody tells you when you buy a truck, you're just gonna always be working on it. Well, actually, at least nothing's really broken this time. Have you ever been driving your F-150 and you start hearing a grinding or clinking or something? Well, I mean, you're driving an F-150, so of course it's gonna be making noise. Stuff falls off forwards all the time. Normally, while you're moving and you're hearing that grinding, that's gonna be your IWEs, which I don't know what it stands for, but it's a vacuum actuator that locks your hubs to your front axles. They stop sealing and they lose vacuum, and then they just they try to mesh and they can't mesh all the way and it just don't work. So what I've got is Dorman IWE deletes. So it'll be a solid connection the whole time. You might be wondering if that's bad for your axles to be turning all the time. And from what I've seen, no, there are guys that have lots of miles on these IWE deletes and nothing wears out prematurely, so we should be good to go. And like I said, nothing's broken right now, but it's just a preventative thing. I don't want to have to be dealing with it maybe on the beach one day, stuck in the sand and I can't get into four-wheel drive. I'll show you what these things look like real quick. So this is our Dorman IWE delete. These go into the back of the spindle and we'll grease it up and it should be good to go. Oh, here we go, it's open. There's your Zerk fitting up top. Slap some grease in there before we install it. And then it's no worries after that. One of the first things we're gonna do is take off the caliper and bracket. One. Two. Probably end up disconnecting these brackets too. So I won't show it on camera, but make sure you take these off. All right, so next up, we've already got our caliper hanging up out of the way. Next, we're going to be taking off upper control arm bolt and the tie rod. And you hit them out. One thing I forgot is take off the dust cover and axle nut. It's like a 13 millimeter. Then after that, take off, I think there are 3 or 4 of these small bolts, and should be able to come right out. So guys, I messed up a little bit. I didn't show you a video of me putting the IWE back in, but I mean, it's basically like taking it off, pack it in with grease, you know, wipe your axle shaft off with a rag or something, you know, your t-shirt, whatever, boxers, and then put some grease on the axle shaft too. I just use regular high temp grease. I don't think it's anything to stress out about. So put it on the axle shaft, then put the axle shaft and IWE back into your knuckle, put the bolts back in the IWE, make sure to put your vacuum line back on, tighten the axle nut, and you know, put everything else back on. Really simple. Sorry I didn't show you. Let's get back to it. So this is it all back together. For this upper control arm, to get that back in, I had jacked her back up and then held down on this while I put the nut on. And that made it poke through just enough so I could get it. That's what she said. I mean, nothing. When you're getting the axle out, make sure to try to not pull it out too far. I think I pulled this axle out too far and now I've got a clunk or something going on in there. So, I don't know. You see, it's moving a little weird. So, I think I messed up the axle and I'm gonna have to fix that. But that's for a different video. make sure after you're done to grease your IWEs back up. And then you do the same thing on the other side. All right, guys, it's been a few days since I replaced the driver's side IWE. And I say that because I didn't do the passenger side. So it turns out I did pull that axle out too far. I guess that retaining clip is just old, lost its tension, and when I pulled on the axle came out of the bearing and everything, and yeah, needle bearings everywhere. I thought I had put the axle back in. I didn't. I galled up some teeth on the spider gear. Yeah, not a fun time. But my guys at Dean's Performance in Leland helped me out big time. They got me going back on the road, put a new axle in, and put the passenger side IWE. Now I'm good to go. If I had another vehicle running, it wouldn't have been a problem. I could have fixed it myself, but sometimes it's good to have a friend, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. It's gonna be a big year for us. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and remember, go get them revs.